Hey everyone, week 7 wrap up. Professor McIntosh couldn't be with us because with the weather the way that it is, her son's school has closed, so she is stuck at home. And on top of that, she texted me to let me know that her power keeps blinking on and off at home. So so you just have me this week. She sends her regrets. She would be here otherwise. And whereas usually when I am left to my own devices, I decide to do something just dumb. This week I was kind of unprepared and I'm tired on top of everything else. So yeah, I'm just going to do it as straight as I can. I mean, I guess I'm sort of in a different location filming than I usually am. Because normally I'm sitting over there at my desk when I shoot. But I don't know. I had this lighting set up and my camera set up over here for something else that I was doing. So I was like, change the venue. I'll just go on over there. Why not? So things that you need to remember for this week. Quiz number 4 should be opening up here pretty soon. If it hasn't already opened up by the time I post this video. It opens up today, Thursday. I'm shooting this video on Thursday at noon, and will close on Sunday night, February 27th by 11 p.m. So you need to make sure, at 11 p.m. So you need to make sure that you have submitted your quiz by 11 p.m. Smart idea is to aim for 10:59 at the absolute latest. This quiz is going to cover the materials you got from both Professor McIntosh and myself this week. All of it covering the Enlightenment, that period of time. Right? And then next week, week 8, is our final week before spring break. Yeah. It somehow this semester seems both to be slowly plodding along and going by just like that. I don't know how that's working out, but there it is. And next week you're going to get material only from me. We're going to take a look at the a time period referred to as the Romantic period. We're going to look at Romanticism in art and some of the ideas that are actually coming to blows. The neoclassical art and the Enlightenment are going to be butting heads with Romanticism, which is going to have some ideas to it that are very similar, interestingly, to ideas of the Baroque, only perhaps heightened. They love emotions in the Romantic era. And you'll get next week, you'll be getting material just for me, and you'll have quiz 5 next week, which will only cover that material from me. Now that quiz, week 8, and then spring break, you can sort of surmise for yourself that this quiz is going to be due on Sunday, March 6th, and that is the first Sunday of your spring break. I hate that that's the way it works out, but it does. So if you don't want to have to think about anything having to do with this class, once you leave this campus on Friday of next week, then it would be a good idea to go ahead and knock this quiz out early, right? Because I worry that some of you see that due date of Sunday night at 11 p.m. And I think there are some of you who actually are of the understanding or the misunderstanding that means that is when you should turn in the quiz. No, that's just the final time at which the quiz closes. You can turn it in at any point. You can submit that quiz at any point between Thursday at noon when it opens and the moment that it closes at 11 o'clock on Thursday night. Any time in between, it can be submitted. So if you don't want to have to think about it at all, you can leave this campus free and clear on Friday of next week, then knock that quiz out early, all right? Otherwise, yeah, you're going to be doing it on Sunday. I hate that that's the way it works out, but it does. Now, another thing that's going to happen next week, and will sort of flood over into spring break week, if you will, is you're going to start getting some information from both Professor McIntosh and myself regarding the creative projects. Specifically, the week after spring break, the week that when we return from spring break, we are going to be having our conferences. These will be where you're going to meet one-on-one with whichever faculty is the facilitator of your group for the humanities project, for the creative project. So if you're in my group, you'll receive a sign-in sheet. There'll be a sheet for you to sign up for a day and a time to meet with me. I'll even give you the option of whether you want to meet in person or online, virtual. You'll get the same kind of a thing from Professor McIntosh if you are in her group. Like, that's going to pop up at the end of next week. It's going to be due by the end of spring break, right? Because you need to sign up for your time slot. Then we will have our meeting whichever day and time that you sign up for in that week after spring break. Now, the conference. You have 200 points total that the creative project is worth. 50 of that is this conference. So you don't want to miss it, all right? You want to make sure that you show up for your designated time and day. Bring whatever you have accomplished of the work with you and talk to your particular faculty member about what you've done, what you plan to do. Listen to whatever feedback that we may have. There's your nice solid 50 points. That 50 points starts to get deducted a bit if you're coming in, say, with nothing to show. Or you're, you're not engaged, or you have to postpone and then we're meeting at a later time. That might knock some points off as well. All right, so just keep those things in mind. The sign-in sheet should open on March 4th of next week. I think that's Friday of next week. And again, you can sign up for your time slot anytime between then and the end of spring break. Okay, yeah, I think that covers everything. I'm sorry this one isn't as awkward and humorous intentionally or not as the weekly wrap up usually is. But yeah, I didn't have the energy to make this one into something dumb. All right. So that said, good luck on the quiz this weekend. We're quickly counting down our days until spring break. Take care, everybody. Bye.